Hello and welcome to Game Grumps versus the game Devlog number 4. Today I'll be going over the most recent update, which introduces visual effects to the game. This means stuff like explosions, puffs of smoke, and anything like that. First I'll cover what I added, then I'll go into how it works. So first I added VFX to the movement. When you run, smoke effects appear at your feet. There are also a few effects for when you jump, and there's some effects in a few other areas of movement. I've also added effects for every attack that's already in the game, individualized for Dan and Aaron. Their punches are followed by flames. Aaron's smash attack while charging is a reference to Kenstar from Girl Chan in Paradise's Bloodline technique. As well as attack VFX, there's also VFX for getting hit now. The size of the hit VFX is dependent on the amount of damage done. The more damage, the larger the explosion. Smoke also follows the struck player, along with some more effects when the player hits the floor or walls. That pretty much covers the additions for this update. If you're interested in this game's progress, then follow @PlayingWColor on Twitter. If you want to support this project, there's a Patreon, and if you want to have some input, check out the Discord. Links for all of these things are in the description. Now for those interested, I'll go over how the VFX system works. Many of the VFX run off a custom shader I made. This shader uses information stored inside textures to create animations. For example, the smoke that appears when you run is made up of smaller smoke sprites. To break this down simply, we have to start with how a texture works. All color textures are made of pixels, as you may know, and every pixel is made up of 3 colors, red, green, and blue. Every color on your screen is made based on the strength of these 3 values combined. Textures are what store this information. Each texture has at least 3 channels for color, and sometimes a 4th one for transparency. In order to make the animation, a special texture has the animation for appearing stored in its red channel, and the animation for disappearing stored in its green channel. The appearing animation works by only showing the brightest part first and moving down to the darkest, eventually showing the whole thing. And this applies vice versa for disappearing. This isn't how all the VFX in the game work though. Some are particle systems and others are trail renderers, and Aaron's smash charge effect is a frame-by-frame animation. What I'm going to work on next is adding sound effects to the game, and once that's done, another devlog video. Then I'll begin adding the rest of the moves that aren't implemented into the game yet. Anyways, that's all for now. Once again, if you're interested in staying up to date, then follow @PlayingWColor on Twitter. If you want to support this project, there's a Patreon, and if you want to have some input, check out the Discord. Again, all the links are in the description. See ya.